Land of YouTubers. Hello, fellow YouTubers. Hello, world. Hello, you great big world. Hello out there. Hey, Lynn. What's up, Lynn? How are you doing? Notice the west? Look at the western sky. Look at this sky. It's all blue, except for a little straggler. Too heavy. Then look where the sun's setting. Just a wall. A wall. See that? A fucking wall, y'all. Look at this. It's disgusting. You gotta look at it. Look at this. Sky blue everywhere, right? To the east, to the north, blue. To the south, for the most part, blue. To the west, most part, blue. Until you get right where the sun is setting. And wouldn't you know it, it's covered in what looks like clouds. It's covered. Corey, who's all in the house here? Lynn. L1978, what's going on? Damary in the house, what's up? Corey Reeves, what's going on? TJ Antipas, how are y'all doing? Proof is in the pudding, as you can clearly see. And that's all the proof I need to know that they're trying to hide something near the sun. But what? Because the skies never have clouds anywhere but where the sun is at all times. Especially when the sun is setting. Every night when the sun sets, there is a patch of what looks like clouds to the west. We got something. Oh my God, this thing is sparkling metallic silver. That doesn't look like a plane. Man, and my binoculars are broke. Let me see if they fix themselves. Shitty. They're a little better than yesterday, though. A little bit. I can't make out what this is. It looks like a plane to me. Oh, yeah, that's a plane. That's definitely a plane. Awesome. I am in the suburbs of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, in the mother effing house. What's up? Look at this, though, people. This is... Look at the sky. Completely blue. All around, for the most part. Okay. Look where the sun... Look what we have. Just patches of fucking chems meeting up together and forming what look like giant clusters of clouds. But they're not clouds, people. That's not... Whoa. What's that? Y'all see that? Is that just part of a cloud? That's not normal. That's definitely interfered with. You know, so that brings up the whole... My whole theory about chemtrails. That would, you know, kind of debunk it. Because now it's making me think that, you know, there's got to be something near the sun that they're trying to hide. There just has to be. Why else would they, you know, chemtrail all the way to the west every single night? You know what I mean? Those are condensation trails coming out of the plane. Those ain't chemtrails, they're condensation trails. I'm in the Skook. What's the Skook? Skies haven't been normal for decades. TJ, you said it. Nah, you're right. They haven't. They haven't been, for the most part. We got another plane up ahead here. This one doesn't have anything coming out the back of it. That thing's way up there, though. That's gotta be a fucking commercial airliner, I would think. Now, what do you guys think is the reasoning for that? You know, the whole chemtrail the west near the sun as the sun setting every night. Why the hell are they doing it? Even during the day when it's in the middle of the sky, you'll see chemtrails predominantly in the middle of the sky in the middle of the day. They'll be slicing through the sun in every direction. In the morning, they're always to the east, you know, where the sun's coming up, man. It's just, they're always fucking chemtrailing near the sun. And it seems like every single night, even when we have blue skies for the most part, all day long, every single night when that sun sets to the, you know, the northwest over there, wherever the hell it sets, there's just clouds there every fucking night. What look like clouds anyways. Skook, Schuylkill County, Skullkill? Like skull, like my skull, but spelled differently? Is that how it's said? We got some crazy skies, man. I like when the clouds look like this. They look like paintings almost. You know what I'm saying? What's up, man? Smash it all. Thank you, Shadow Quicksilver. In the building. In the building. Skook kill. Okay, Skook kill. Skook. 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 Skook kill. Made it. And it's not an hour in. Yeah, definitely. Not an hour in for sure. Only 8 minutes and 39 seconds in. You gotta be in it to win it though, you know what I mean? I wish I had more money, guys. I would do giveaways and, you know, give away money and fucking prizes. I did that on my old page. I tried to give away some stuff, some fucking headphones and a bunch of different other trinket shit, and everyone was scared to give me their address. All the winners were scared to give me their address, so it didn't work out too well. Can't be getting behind on the info. No, you can't. Fire Mountain, what's up, brother? What's going on? Just talking about how every single night the fucking sky is always bombarded with what looks like clouds to the west, blanketing where the sun is setting. Every single night. Even when you got blue skies like this. Even when the skies are blue, like this, you look to where the sun is setting, and there's always a patch of what look like clouds. Only they're not clouds. They're fucking chemtrails that bond together as the day progresses. It's fucked up. And that also tells me they're hiding something. What are they trying to hide that's near the sun? That's what I want to know. Is the sun acting weird? Like, what? You know, what's going on? You know, we have our we have our speculations on what's going on. But see the same thing from Sunset. Well, I think I have a Mrs. Red White disclosure spotting. There she be, like therapy. Have you guys seen the second sun? I've seen weird stuff. On certain days, I will see weird things in the sky. I have seen what looks like a second sun setting on numerous occasions. I mean, just the other week on a live feed. Just the other week. I don't know if it was last week, the week before. One of the live feeds I did, I actually caught something, and it was circular, and it was behind it. It was directly behind the sun, to the upper right of the top of the sun, the upper right. It was like right there, and from the way it looked a little bigger than the sun. And the way the chems were, they were kind of helping me to see this thing. It was fucking weird. You know, they're putting them up there for me not to see shit, and I'm seeing shit. Picture that with a Kodak, huh? DJ Truth, what's going on, brother? Or sister? I don't know yet. Don't want to disrespect. I saw a red planet a year and a half ago here in North Carolina. Took many pictures and got my whole family out to see it. That's amazing. That's awesome. What's going on, Debbie? Hello, Debbie's in the house. What's up, Debbie? Sheriff for a drug raid. Brother, Marine, and biker. All right. Well, Semper Fi, my brother. What the hell is flying in the sky? Yo, there's something. It's small and circular, and it's fucking, and it's little. I don't know if I'm gonna pick it up on camera. Oh, I went in front of the house. It could have been a bird, but it didn't look like a fucking bird. Because it was circular. It looked circular to me. And it wasn't that high up, but it was very small. Like the size of, maybe just a little bit bigger than the size of a fidget spinner. And it looked circular. And it was just like flying and like doing weird shit. But it could have been a bird. I'm not going to say it was not a bird, so. I can't prove what the fuck it was. It was just something weird, that's all I know. Dope dealing will get you fucked every time. You're right, it will. You know, you always, sure, you might be able to stack some paper and get rich quick, but
King almost went outside.
What's up?
King almost went outside.
Eventually,
I convinced him to come back in.
Everybody gets caught. Eventually, you know, nobody can deal forever and avoid, you know, prison. That's just the facts, or death for that matter, because then you got other, you know, drug dealers that want to kill you because you're stepping on their territory. You got crazy junkies who want to kill you for your product. It's a losing game being a drug dealer. It really is. Now the sun is completely covered. Would you look at that? Some would say we got a storm front moving in, but I would say we got a chem front moving in. A chem front. Who goes there? I couldn't believe, whoa. I couldn't believe oh, that swirl looks cool up there. This guy looks cool right there. I can't believe the Boogeyman featured me yesterday. Oh, that was cool. Who's the Boogeyman? Is that another YouTuber? the Boogeyman another YouTuber? We just had a storm. We had one yesterday. We had the remnants of what was that last tropical depression or hurricane that came through? They were talking about in the news. Was it Barry? I think.
That doesn't look like the front thing.
That's dirty.
Yeah.
I bet you're wondering why my darts were all over.
Yeah, we got all the remnants from tropical storm or Hurricane Barry, whatever it was, and it rained on us all day. It started overnight, maybe about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and it rained all the way through the next day until probably 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Then the sun came out. But we needed a good soaking. We definitely do. We need more rain here because the grass is all turning brown here. It's all fucking dying. Just heat waves that going on everywhere. This weekend it's supposed to be over 100 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. Tomorrow is supposed to be like 92, 91. No, I think they said 91. But with the high humidity levels being at 100%, it's supposed to be, up there 98, 99. And then Saturday and Sunday we're supposed to dip over 100 with the humidity supposed to be 107 here. 107 degrees in Buffalo, New York for almost 3 days in a row. And the whole country's supposed to be hot. And I keep telling everybody, with the climate change and, global warming, all this other bullshit, we already had a cycle here on Earth called the Ice Age. Everything froze, okay? Earth throws itself into these cycles once in a while to cleanse itself and purify itself. And one of those was the Ice Age. That was one of the last ones we had, was a fucking Ice Age. Okay? Now, what's the opposite of an Ice Age? If it's cold, what would be the opposite of cold? Hot. Okay? I believe everything is going to burn up soon. You get what I'm saying? Our atmosphere, from all the pollution, is not going to be able to take all this shit. And the temperature levels are just going to continue to rise, I believe, all around the fucking world. It's not something that's going to happen overnight, so, it's not like next year we're all going to burn to death, but it's gradually over time going to get hotter and hotter and warmer, and there's going to be more and more forest fires because it's so dry and hot and no rain, and because, let's face the facts, they can control the rain now, but they won't. They won't create a rainstorm because they want it to be dry. And massive fires are going to sweep across this great land. They really are. And a lot of earth will burn. I just had a tick on me. Luckily, I got to blow him off before he stuck himself. Could have got Lyme disease or some shit. How the fuck he get on my arm? I didn't run into no bushes or nothing. What's up from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? What's going on? A lot of Pennsylvanians in the house. A lot of Quakers in the house tonight. I love PA, though. It's one of my favorite states in all of the whole country. My two favorite states would have to be probably in all of the United States. I would have to say Pennsylvania and Utah are my two favorite states. We got a metallic object flying up there near the sun. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on video. I'm certainly going to try. Nope, it's not showing up. Oh, there it is. See it? See it? Oh, fuck. It's right over here. That's gone now. I lost it. I lost it. But it was metallic, whatever it was. I can't say it was a plane with 100% certainty because I didn't see it. Utah is an awesome state. All I remember from Pennsylvania is Pittsburgh, and wasn't in love with it there. Well, that's the city. Even the city's beautiful, though, Pittsburgh. It really is, but You know, I'm talking out in the country, up in the hills. It's beautiful, especially in the fall. In the autumn time, there's no other place that's more beautiful on planet Earth than, you know, Western New York and Pennsylvania with the fall foliage. The leaves changing colors, they're just, you know, phenomenal. Phenomenal. You have, you know, bright reds and yellows and oranges and pinkish, just all kinds of fucking colors. Purplish looking combinations, all three mixed together, you know, just awesome, off the chart color scales when it comes to these, you know, autumn falling leaves. So for sure, for sure, for shizzle. Just weird. It just said reconnecting, and then an unknown number just started calling. Private number. I don't answer private numbers. Do not answer private
Okay,
numbers.
step out the car for a second. This one in front of you. Mine just close the door.
Don't leave the door open forever because the battery will go dead.
Exactly.
It's the feds come. I don't know. It was pretty fucking weird. That's all I'm gonna say is it was pretty weird because all of a sudden my live feed started going haywire. I had a black screen, completely black screen, and it said reconnecting. So it was like I was losing connection with my live feed, and then all of a sudden an unknown number pops up. It just says unknown number, and it's calling me, and it's a private number. Now everybody you know, so obviously I don't know this person because they're calling private, and I don't answer private numbers. So if you want to be known, you gotta show your number there, guy. No, I don't think it's Duck because Duck calls me. I got Duck's number in my contacts. We've been in contact all day, and his number's been in, you know, I put it in my contacts. So it would come up, deplorable Duck calling. I'm pretty sure it would. I mean, he is in the contacts. There's no reason for his number to come up unknown. Unless he's got more than one phone. Maybe he's calling from an Obama phone. I don't know. Super Dave. What's going on, bro? Super Dave in the house. Damn, my face is big. Holy jeez. But would you look at the sky, man? Where the sun is setting. Like I said, proof is in the pudding, people. Proof is in the pudding, and the proof is they're hiding something near the sun. And here's all the proof you need. Look in the sky. We got blue skies all around me, people. Except for right where the sun is setting. There's just a cluster of what looks like storm clouds there, but they're not. Nope, they're chemtrails all formed together. Bonded up and formed together to make what look like clouds. Yes, sirree. That's right, folks. So, in my eyes, that's all, like I said, that's all the proof I need to know that they are trying to cover something up near our sun. Like I said, proof is in the pudding every single night. And you know what? I'm going to start doing a series of videos on the setting sun, okay? And every night, I'm going to come out with my camera, and I'm going to document a video and show the sky, what it looks like everywhere, and then show where it looks like by the sun. Because here in Buffalo, New York, every single day, like I said, there's always what look like clouds near the sun where it's setting. but nowhere really else. You know? Now, why is that? How come in the morning when the sun's coming up in the east, how come all the planes are chemtrailing in the east over me in Buffalo, New York? How come during the middle of the day when the sun's directly above my head, how come all the planes that are chemtrailing are right in the middle of the sky? Whoa! Oh, that's a flock of ducks. I thought it was a TR-3B for a second. Oh, I just missed them. You could see them a little bit. But they were flying in a triangle formation. Oh my lord. That just made my heart literally jump. Because these ducks were flying in a triangle formation. And they were so high up there. You know, I just happened to look up out the corner of my eye and see a triangle fly right over my head. My heart just literally almost exploded. With like, you know, nervousness, like overjoyed happiness. Like, oh my god, oh my god. And I'm like, oh, it's fucking ducks flying in a triangle pattern. I wonder how many times people said they thought they saw a TR-3B triangular shaped UFO craft, and it was actually ducks flying in a triangle pattern like I just saw. I wonder how many times. I wouldn't imagine a lot, but I could also imagine that it's actually happened before, and people probably have thought they seen a TR-3B and it was a flock of ducks. Because that shit just fucking made me think it was what it was. I wish. I would have been running. I would have ran out to the street all the way down to the open field. I would have got that shit on video. You better believe it. You better believe it. %69 left on my phone. My phone seems to drain quick as fuck when I do live feeds. It just fucking drains. Boogeyman showed one of my videos. Who is this Boogeyman everybody keeps talking about? I've never heard of this person. It's got to be another YouTuber, I take it then. I am not whoa. Bunch of birds flying this way. They're little ones, but they're way up there. And they're flying from towards the sun, back towards me, like away from where the sun's setting. Look, here's the proof of chemtrails. They're going right through. So you can clearly see, look, that these are not clouds. These are all chemtrails that bond together. Like I keep saying to everybody, proof is in the pudding. And that's a big ass fucking bowl of pudding for you right there, boys and girls. That's a big ass fucking bowl of pudding. And there's your proof. Chemtrailerinos. Chemtrailerinos. And right on the other side of those chemtrailerinos would be our setting sun. You see it's giving off a little light right here, but they got it blocked out for the most part.
You know how electric.
It's blocked out. Secure Team 10 has shown one of my videos. Yeah, I remember that, Dave. I remember when they showed your video. That wasn't that long ago. That was a few months ago, wasn't it? The only thing I hate about that is that he makes money off of showing the videos because he has ads on his videos, so he's making money off of other people's videos. But I bet he don't send any of the the people that gave him the videos. I bet he don't send any of them, any of the proceeds.
Oh yeah, by the way, the electric on the you need to install.
I don't know. I might be unsubscribed from him. I haven't got a notification from him in weeks now. So either I'm unsubscribed from him, either YouTube unsubscribed me, or because I back resubscribed again, probably a month ago. but I haven't seen anything. So either he's not posting or YouTube did one of their tricks again, which I'm not too concerned with this time. That was mighty white of Jim. Jimmy Dave, damn it, man. You're everywhere. Awesome, man. Go check him out, man. He is awesome. Ooh, Boogeyman. Ooh, look at that. How bright it is over here behind the... Yeah. You got the sun somewhere in there. Okay, and look at all the brightness down here. The sun was last seen right here, behind this cloud at the top. Down here we have major light source coming through. Major. Majorly, people. Majorly. You know what? I might be able to remnants this whole phone going dead thing. Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Let's see. Let's see, shall we? Before you go. Boom. Put it on a charger. Open fair one fair. Oh. Let me move some of these for you. That's better. Take it easy, fire. I got to go record the sunset. I'll see y'all next time. All right, Fire Mountain. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Really appreciate it. You know what I've been seeing? Monarch butterflies. One flew right over my head today at work in the driveway. Right over my head. Almost skimmed the top of my hat. A monarch butterfly. Some kind of insect. Fucking insects, man. I hate insects. Well, hello, Mrs. Boss Lady. Love her, love Monarch butterflies. Me too. They're awesome. They're fucking awesome. that squirrel just jumped. That squirrel just jumped all the way. There's a squirrel on top of this fence here. See him? See his tail? He just went down. See if he pops back up. He was just down here in the grass, and he jumped literally from the grass all the way to the top of that fence. I'm not shitting you. I watched him do it. That's how high that son of a gun jumped. All the way to the top of the fence, and he almost fell, and he was holding on for dear life. Then he finally got his balance. That clumsy squirrel. You still hear Fire Mountain? No, I think Fire Mountain left. Super Dave, he said he had to go record the sunset. The El Sunseto. You know what's getting really tiring lately? Searching for UFO videos. You know, because I don't have a lot of time to do it. I have a very small window because when I wake up in the morning, you know, I go to work. And then I'm at work all day. And by the time I come home from work, I just want to relax. You know what I'm saying? Then I usually do a live feed or something. You know what I'm saying? The only time I really have to hunt down videos is for like 45 minutes in the morning before work when I'm just relaxing, drinking coffee. That's my time to, you know, start hunting. I always try to have at least something prepared for the day. You know what I'm saying? And it gets tiring. It really does. It gets tiring keeping up with it all. Searching because you don't find nothing, and you're just searching, you know, scrolling down. You type something in the search engine, UFO related, all the good stuff's down at the bottom. So you gotta scroll to find all these hidden gems. You really do. Nine likes? Come on, I need one more like. Somebody in here didn't hit the like button yet. Hit that thing for me. Give me 10. I need 10. 10 likes. Beautiful. Thank you. Where? I know where you live now, Super Dave. Where? That's why I don't own a computer. I don't own a computer either, DJ Truth. At all. I don't own a computer at all. PC. We got a PC in the house, but it doesn't get used. It doesn't get used at all. Because I'm able to go live from my phone, so I have no point for it. You know what I mean? I don't. Editing videos is just not my thing. It's not my cup of tea. You know, you're not going to get really good editing over here on my channel when it comes to UFO videos and stuff. Because I'm not really good when it comes to computers and software and, you know, editing and, you know, I'm just not, that's not my cup of tea. It never has been. I like being in front of the camera more than I like editing, you know, shit. That's just, no. It's a pain in the ass. It really is. I'm just being honest. I don't have the patience for it. Got a laptop and do premieres right away. What's that, Super Dave? What's premieres? Like live feeds? Spartan, I hate how I have to keep hitting the screen in order to read the comments because they keep disappearing. Spartan, let me see something. There we go. Spartan, I had a guard dog like that in my house this morning. Wanting to go outside. Was that the deer? Was that Rudy? Rudy Rudiger. That was El Rudy Rudiger. almost gone, y'all. A bullfrog? Jeremiah was a bullfrog. Boom, boom, one a good friend of mine. Jeremiah was a bullfrog, they say. Alright, we're at 68%. When we start getting down under 50, I'll put it back on the charger. Get some time off it, walk around. Vincent Garzon. Vincent Garzon. Is that you, Vincent? Is that the Vincent I know? Only with the changed name? Because I know a Vincent. He used to be a sub of mine. He used to come around once in a while. Real good dude. Are you Uncle Tom? Are you Uncle Tom? No, I ain't never been an Uncle Tom. Ever in my life. Never. Never been an Uncle Tom. Nor never will I. A big one. A big bullfrog? Holy shit. Gary! Gary, what's up? What's up, Gary? How you been, brother? Whoa! Where the fuck did this thing come from? Yo, people, this shit just appeared out of nowhere. And there's no plane. There's no fucking plane. This chemtrail just appeared literally out of nowhere, people. We've been sitting here the whole time. This thing has not been here. This thing has not been here. There's no fucking plane anywhere around. And it's just a small little patch. Well, it's pretty big. But it's a small area. It just starts there. Maybe that wasn't a plane. That could have been a meteorite, people. I'm not shitting you. That could have been a meteorite. I could have sworn, I could have fucking sworn I seen a meteorite last night. And it was leaving a trail like a fucking, like a plane chemtrailing, except it was coming down towards Earth. This thing's going down at an angle, you see what I mean? It's like coming from that way and it's going downwards. The smoke. And there's another one right above it, a little line. I just seen something metallic shimmer in between these two things. Something metallic just shimmered right here. Now I can't see it. I'm going to put this down and grab my binoculars real quick, people. Even though they're broken. Maybe I could see something. Hold that thought. No, I can't see shit on it here. These things are definitely fucked. I can't even see the chemtrail. That's how bad they are. But no, people, this might not even be a chemtrail because I didn't hear no planes fly over my head. That's A. B, we've been sitting here the whole time. I did not see any plane fly over our head. This is almost right over my house. And this thing just literally came out of nowhere. A meteorite could have, came streaking down into our atmosphere, burned up, and that's the smoke it left from being burned up. And it probably got burned up into a small little pebble or disintegrated into dust, basically nothing. Because I could have sworn I seen one last night, people. We got some random weird cloud just chilling right here. I hear something off in the distance. Sounds like fucking it sounds like a whole fleet of airplanes, commercial airliners coming this way all at once. It's like, know where that line came from, but I didn't see no plane or hear no plane come over my head. So, the only thing I can think of, people, is that's a fucking meteorite. These birds are flying around going crazy tonight. Hear them? Do you hear them chirping? They're never in these trees behind my house chirping like this. They're talking to me, guys. Hear them? They've been flying around acting all crazy today. The birds been acting nuts. We had just witnessed a whole triangle formation of ducks fucking 2 miles up in the sky, flying right over my house. I thought it was a TR-3B. I think they moved on to another tree. Because I hear them off in the distance, but I don't hear them in this tree no more, unless they're just looking at me. I see a nest way up there, too. That could be that fucking hawk's nest, though. Oh, no, that's a squirrel. There's a squirrel up there. He's up there. He's right here. Right there, there's a squirrel nest. There's a squirrel in that nest right there. I come down off this tree and hop right in this nest. There's probably a hole in the tree, too. There he goes. He just went back up. Unless he was eating eggs. Maybe he was eating eggs out of there. Bird eggs or something. I don't know. Maybe a nut fell in there. He's all the way up to the top, man. Yeah, but though, those people, that could have been a fucking meteorite. It really is. Yeah, the squirrels like these 2 trees right here. This tree's pretty big, because look how many separate giant branches it has coming off it. 1, 2, 3, but one had to be cut down. This thing's pretty fucking big, this tree. And then this one's no slouch, but this one's like leaning. And any year now, this thing's gonna fall like right over on the pool area, because that's the area it's leaning in. And it's gonna fall over eventually. There's a big, significant nest up there, too. There's a bunch of here. I never noticed it. There's an old nest. That's probably last year's nest right there. There's a nest right above me up here. See? There's a nest right there. There's just nests in every nook and cranny of this fucking tree. There's nests everywhere. This is a squirrel utopia. No wonder Punchy used to come over here when I used to feed him. No wonder I'm always seeing so many squirrels in my backyard. Dog chases them. He's an idiot. Knowing damn well his ass will get fucked up. That dog will get fucked up. For real. Let's let him out, shall we? They keep you spare in case one gets up. What, the nests? Do they really? Or are you just pulling my leg, Deb? King! 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 King, come on! Go outside! King, you wanna go outside? Wanna go outside? Come on. Come on, King. Go outside. Come on. Come on. You can go outside with Daddy. Okay. You gotta stop the edge first. All right. Sure thing, short stuff. Sure thing. Your buddy's got all kinds of nests up in that tree right there. That's why you're always by the back fence looking up. You want a nice tasty squirrel, but that squirrel will tear you up, buddy.
That squirrel beat your butt. Yeah, it will. Them squirrels will slash you up. Like, you think that hawk was something? Them squirrels will do a number on you, buddy. That's right. You better stay away from them.
Squirrel beats. What the fuck is that? It was supposed to be nest. I raise squirrels that lose their mamas. Truth. Oh, that is the truth. They always keep a spare nest. That's cool. Well, that's actually smart. You know what I'm saying? Because they always make nests in like people's attics and people's, fucking garages, and people are always getting them removed because the people find out the squirrels got a nest and they get rid of them. It would be smart, because what if in the middle of the winter they come in and start gutting the place out where the nests are? Then where are them poor squirrels going to go? Say it's fucking 10 below zero out here in Buffalo and it's blizzarding, snow everywhere. Where are those little guys going to go? They need a second place to go in case they get evicted from the first. That's actually a smart idea. And I bet if they get evicted from one place and go to the other, I bet they build another nest right after, so that if they get evicted from this one, they can go to another one. That's actually fucking pretty smart. That's pretty fucking damn smart. I gotta say. That's pretty fucking smart. That is pretty fucking smart. Squirrels are very smart, you know what I mean? You can tell they're very intelligent animals just by watching them. The different things they do. What kind of bird is that? Seagull. You're a little far inland, buddy. You need to be down by the river over there. He's a lone gunner, too. He's by himself. We have another thing coming down over there now. Bombarding the sky. And it's not going to pick up on video. Of course not. It's too far. Great. My neighbor's rain spout was filled with nuts and acorns. I'll be right back, y'all. you want. My kids fed a family of red squirrels for a summer, and those guys tore up my garage in the winter. I have them. My mom has a whole family of squirrels living in her garage right now, and it's not pretty. Every time you open that garage, there are leaves, dried dead leaves, shredded newspapers, anything paper substance, leaf substance, and they're just everywhere, all over the garage floor, everywhere, because they made burrows up at the top in the walls, all around the whole garage. And they got multiple ways in and out. We tried blocking up the holes, and they just create another hole or find another way. And we just can't get rid of them, you know. So I told my mom, you know, you're not going to get rid of them, so you might as well just let them stay. You don't go in the garage anyways, you know. You use it for storage or whatever, so, you know, let them live there. They ain't hurting. No, well, they are hurting because they're destroying the fucking garage. You know, if they weren't so messy, you know, people would probably let them stay in these locations, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, they are messy, and they do make a mess when they're building their nests. They insulate. They've insulated my entire garage to my mother's entire garage to the point where it's actually kind of warm in there in the wintertime, and it don't got no heat. But that's because the walls are all insulated with fucking shredded newspapers and fucking dry, decayed leaves, and it acts as an insulation barrier. They insulate the place, and they use it for their nests. She's still waiting to hear back from the doctor to see what to do next. Well, our prayers are with her, Gary. Our prayers are definitely with her. My wife just went through something similar, you know. They found the brain tumor on her brain. And, you know, life just completely switched, you know what I mean? She had to get open, you know, they had to perform brain surgery and remove the tumor. Then they thought she was going to have to do chemo and everything else, but as of right now, they said, you know, there's no signs of the tumor showing on the MRIs and stuff, so they're just going to monitor it and watch it right now. But they said odds of it coming back are actually good because she's older than a certain age, so the odds increase. So we're crossing our fingers, though, you know what I mean? Penny Bunny, sneaking in on the late night tip. Are you and the hubby curled up in bed again, 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're watching the tube, popping on to say hello? Appreciate it. One of these days, Penny, I'll do a afternoon live feed on like a Saturday or something. One of these days. And that way it'll be like 5, 6 o'clock in the evening where you are. You know what I mean? It'll be a little better for you to attend. Hi, how you doing? Hi, baby. Hey, baby boy. Whoa. Whoa. Hi, baby boy. Watch it. Move it, rules it, man. King. Come on. King. Hey, you better get over here. Wow. The skies are looking pretty cool now, guys. What's happening, guys? Is everybody okay? Yeah, everybody's fine. Look at our skies here. It's like a painting now. a Bob Ross painting. I'm gonna paint a pretty little chemtrail over here. And next to the pretty little chemtrail, I'm gonna paint a little flower rainbow up here at the top. Then of course we're gonna need a tree. Everybody's gotta have a tree in their painting. Nice easy strokes. And then we're gonna put some poofy little clouds over here. Remember that guy? What the hell was his name? Bob Ross. I think his name was. Bob Ross. Look at these skies though, people. Pretty amazing. I'm in UK, guys. I don't fly. I love flying, Penny. I actually wanted to be a pilot. Still do. Nothing would make me happier. I love flying in friendly skies. I always gotta have a window seat when I'm flying. I have to. I hate the aisle seat. Hey, there's a little squirrel. What's he getting into? A little mischief over here, climbing on the roof. Where are you going? To build a nest in my attic now? Look at this sky, people. Fucking gorgeous. It's all broken up, though. You can't see where the sun's set tonight. You just can't see it. Birds just still flying around, trying to find their last bit of worms before they take it in for the night. Like I always say, people, watch the birds, because the birds will let you know something strange is upon you. Now, we just got some random strange fucking, it looks like smoke. Just looks like a fucking line of smoke right here, just forming out of nowhere. Now, where the fuck did that come from? You see what I'm saying? These fucking chemtrails and these weird lines are just appearing over here. Are those fucking cloaking clouds? Man, these are some pretty amazing skies right here, people. I love it when the skies look like this. That's the only thing about chemtrails that I actually enjoy and like, is they make for the most beautifulest skies in all the world. They really do. Like, the sky looks gorgeous, and the sky wouldn't look like this if they didn't chemtrail the shit out of the sky over there. It just wouldn't. You could see all the lines going in and forming. Someone outside beeping. Oh, shit. But yeah, you can see, all these are lines, people. These are all chemtrail lines. And the sun is illuminating them, making them orange. But these make for some beautiful ass skies. They really do. Chemtrailing was bad today. It wasn't bad here, but it wasn't light either. On a scale of moderate to heavy, moderate, medium, or heavy, it was in between medium and heavy. No, it was probably medium. A little, just a smidge over medium. Just a fucking smidge. I'm 39 and never flew. Too many planes go down for my liking. You're absolutely right, Penny, because they can break down, just like everything else that's made on this planet. Just look at the cars, Penny. Vehicles, automobiles, cars. They break down every day. People's cars break down literally every single day. Every single day on the ride to and from work, you always see somebody broke down on the side of the highway. Somebody's car always breaks down. Cars just break down. Well, planes are just like cars. They have engines and they have motors. You know what I'm saying? They have fucking engines just like cars have engines. And, things do happen. Things happen to cars that cause them to break down all the time and stall out. Now, the same thing can happen to an airplane when it's flying 50,000 feet in the sky. It could fucking stall out, you know what I'm saying? And the engine's not fire back up. And then you're a sitting duck, basically. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you there. Penny. I do agree with you there. So it is a matter of risk. You are taking a risk by flying because, you know, like anything can happen. But the odds of you actually being on a plane that goes down and crashes, your chances of winning the lottery, Penny, in the UK and getting rich, you have a greater chance of winning the lottery and getting rich than you do being on an airplane that's going to go down and crash. Those are the odds. Those are pretty good odds, you know, but then there always is that slim chance, like it is like the lotto, you just never know. You could be on that plane. You could decide to fly and you never know. It could be your time. It could be the day that we see our next plane crash. You know what I mean? It just, you never know. It's like rolling the fucking dice. Russian roulette. See, that's why I want to be a pilot, because I want to be able to control the situation. You get what I'm saying? So every time I'm flying, I'm confident that we're not going to crash. And even if my engines go out, I can probably land it in the water somewhere safely, like Sully on the Hudson or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But you put your trust in somebody else who's the pilot of that plane. Somebody else is flying that plane. Now you put your trust in that person to, you know, get you to your destination safely. Now, you don't know. People turn wacko every day. This guy could have a mental breakdown while he's flying the plane, and all of a sudden, you know, he could be a fucking schizophrenic. He could start fucking spazzing out while he's flying the plane, and all of a sudden you're fucking heading at a downward spiral around. You know what I'm saying? What we got in the comments here? On my way back from Galactic Nomads. What's going on? On my way back from Seattle, guy across from me on the plane sat back in his seat and one of the anchor bolts of his seat broke. Oh, I bet. What's going on, Galactic Nomads? I bet. Shit breaks down on planes all the time. They're faulty just like everything else that's made here on planet Earth. You know, nothing's made to last forever. It's just not. And the planes have to be maintenanced and maintained. They have to be oiled. They have to be gassed. They have to be, you know, like when you get a, what's that thing? Like a tune-up. You know, they have to be given tune-ups. You know, they have to be, you know, bolts have to be tightened every once in a while. You know, bolts loosen up here. Things happen there. So they have to be maintained every day. And a couple of times when I was flying into different cities and waiting for another flight, you know, I'd watch how fast they would maintain, you know, maintenance the plane before other people would get on it and it would take off again. And they really don't do jack shit to it. Several planes that I witnessed, all they did was gas them up. They gassed them up and de-iced them. But you did not see anybody open up any engines, check anything out, or anything like that. And I think that should be done before every single flight. Before every single plane takes off, I believe that, you know, they should have to open it up, make sure everything's intact, you know, no bolts are loose, whatever have you. And they're not doing that. You know, the safety is not a big priority, apparently. And we are due. We definitely are due for another catastrophe type plane crash. Right here in America as well. America's due for a big crash soon. It really is. It's been a while since we've had a crash. We actually had a plane crash right here in Buffalo, New York, right in the suburbs of Buffalo, in a place called Clarence Center. It's about a 15-minute drive from my house. No, farther, more than that. Probably like 25 minutes drive from my house. It's even closer to the airport, but it crashed there, and everybody on board lost their life, and everybody died, including the pilots. And it actually crashed right on a house, and someone who was in the house sleeping fucking died. The house was completely engulfed in flames. It exploded because the plane fucking ripped right through it and landed in the yard of the fucking house, basically. It was a Continental flight, so that was the airlines. It was Continental Airlines. And we're due. Delta's definitely due. Delta Airlines is definitely due for a crash. They really are. So don't be surprised within the next couple of months, before summer ends, don't be surprised if you see like a Delta airliner go down somewhere over the United States or in another country. Delta's due. They're just due. They are due for a crash. I'm below 50%. I gotta put this on a charger. Oh man. I got my Jimmy Choos on. Girl, you got you some Jimmy Choos on, girl? Yeah, got me some Jimmy Choos on. Clear all. Come on. What am I missing? Good night, Penny. You're going to bed? Good night, Penny. Sweet dreams. Who's leaving? Good night. All three people are saying good night. Oh, you guys are all leaving. Oh, shit. Oh, it's like that. Everybody's just gang busting on up out of here. Oh, shizzle sticks. I never bring my negative day or bad day home. I'm guilty as charged of that, Gary. I do that a lot, which I shouldn't do. I'll have a bad day at work and I'll bring it home. I do that a lot. Or I'll have a bad night at home and I'll bring it to work and I'll be miserable at work and, moody to my boss and, just fucking being real snippy with him. And that's something I shouldn't do, but it's a work in progress. I'm working on it. Just like everything else in my life, you gotta put the pieces together one piece at a time. It's a work in progress. Life's a work in progress. And every day, one day at a time, I literally do. And you never know what each day may bring you, because you can experience extreme highs or extreme lows in any 24-hour period. And you never know when you're going to have that extreme high, because life is really like a roller coaster. It really is. It's just a series of intense ups and downs. That's all life is. You go up, you go down. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And that's life. That's life summed up for you in a nutshell right there. It's a roller coaster. It has its ups and downs. But you never know what each day may bring you. Today was an okay day. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't the best. You know what I mean? It was okay. And but maybe tomorrow, my luck might change, and tomorrow might be the fucking best day ever. You never know. Shit's weird like that. Shit in life that just happens like that sometimes. Also, I might have a really bad fucking day tomorrow. You never know. Something can happen. A loved one could pass away. Anything. You don't know what can happen on a daily basis. That's why I never take life for granted. That's why I live each day like it's your last. And take it one day at a time. You know what I mean? Take it one day at a time, literally. Thank the good Lord each morning when you get up, for getting you up and experiencing another day, seeing another sunrise, maybe possibly watching another sunset. You just never know, So. But yeah, it's a roller coaster, people. And unfortunately, my life has been more steep, inclines going downhill. Stomach dropped in, and you're on a roller coaster and you're all the way up there and you're click, 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 click. Then you get to the top and you're seeing it, especially if you're in the front seat and you're starting to inch over and you're like, oh my God, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, and then your stomach just sinks, like, and you're going down and you're screaming, ah. Most of life is like that, okay, with every couple of months, a day where you're going up a little bit, thrown in there. Now, I've never had a day where I went all the way up to the top. I just never had one of those days in life where it was just, hands down, the best day ever, you know what I'm saying? I've had really good days, but I still believe I have better days to come. I hope. That's all any of us can do, is hope. That's all we can do, people, is hope. Like soap on a rope, sometimes we hope, and hope we don't choose the path of dope. I don't know, I lost track of my clean date. I can't remember if I got fucking 6 years coming up or 7 years clean off of drugs and alcohol. I want to say 6, but it could be 7. Either way, that's a great achievement, and I'm fucking damn proud of myself. Life. What's life gonna bring me tomorrow? Something good? A bag full of money? A day full of laughter and smiles? Or a day full of tears? A day full of depression? A day full of anger? A day full of frustration? You just never know what you're gonna get until that day gets here. Because the day is already set in stone for you, but you don't know what that day is gonna bring. But somebody does. Night Nomadic. Debbie at Terrible can't make much more of it. Sorry to hear that, Gary. What happened? Gotta go. Another Angel. Sorry, Galactic. I was saying night much. Angel is calling. Stay positive. Gotta go. Alright, Galactic. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Today, my friends lost their son. I coached him in football, basketball, and baseball. I will celebrate his life and make 4 friends in there. Wow, that's crazy. Sorry to hear that, man. A lot of crazy shit going on. We just had a kid here in Buffalo, New York, who's going one of the best Catholic schools in the city. He was actually a star football player on the Catholic, football team here at Bishop Timon. It's a big Catholic high school here in Buffalo, New York. Well, the kid was in the wrong place, wrong time. There ended up being a shootout. He caught a stray bullet and fucking died. Well, today I had to deliver to his wake, and I seen him in the casket, and it's crazy. You never know what can happen each day as well. You can catch a stray bullet like that. There's sick people in this fucking world, especially where I work, because I work in the inner city. I work in the most dangerous, worst and dangerous neighborhood in the entire city, or area for that matter, all of Western New York. I work right in the heart of the worst and deadliest location of Western New York, where all the most murders happen. There's every single night where I work, there's a shooting, either on the street I work on, or the next street over, or 2 streets over. There's always a shooting in that general area. And every single week, somebody from the surrounding area where I work, within 2 to 3 blocks, gets killed. Every fucking week, like clockwork. Last week, I witnessed 2 guys start arguing outside the barber shop across the street from where I work. I watched one of the African American gentlemen walk to his vehicle, his car, pop his trunk, reach in his trunk, and pull out a black and silver it looked like a 9mm pistol. It was black and silver. Pulled it out of his trunk, pointed it at the guy. The guy fucking hopped in his car, took off like a bat out of hell. The other guy was about to start shooting at his car, but then thought twice about it, threw the gun back in the trunk, closed the trunk, got in his car, and started chasing him down. What, babe? Started chasing him down. I don't know what the outcome was. And then, about 2.5 weeks ago, I'm a block and a half away from where I work, and I'm driving back past these houses. There's a old high school, and then right next door to the high school, there's these housing projects called. Believe you are a goddess. What do you mean? High school. Why are you showing me that? There's a high school there, and then there's a housing projects. Well, a week and a half ago, I drove past there, and there was a gentleman in all white. He had on Nike Air Force Ones, white shorts, white jean shorts, and an all-white t-shirt and a white fitted hat. And he was laying face down in the ground, lifeless, just laying face down, planted in the ground. and there was a bunch of cops, and it looked like what family members standing above the body. But I didn't think he was dead because the family members weren't acting all crazy, like screaming when I was driving by, so I figured maybe he was drunk. But then I seen a kid at the shop a couple days later, and he said, my mommy's going to be coming in there later to get some flowers for my uncle, whatever he said his name was. And I was like, oh, he passed away, he got killed? And he's like, yeah. I said, where'd he get killed at? And he said, right over here in the Langfield Projects last week. And that's the guy I seen laying in the grass. Because sure enough, I seen him in a casket. It was the same guy. So I seen his body laying there. You know, we seen a guy, you know, stop in the middle of the street in his car, get out, point a gun at the other car, you know, and the other car back up and take off like a bat out of hell. We've seen an African American gentleman get approached by a couple of police officers, and when the police officers got out of their car and told them to, you know, hold up, they didn't even say freeze. They were like, hold up there for a second, guy. And they went to get out of their car. He pulled out a pistol and took a shot at the cops and then fucking took off down the street like he was Jackie Joyner Kersey. It was fucking crazy. It was fucking crazy, guys. Crazy. Stetson makes it easy for you. Yeah, my phone is hot as fuck. I hear about people on drugs all the time. I'm glad my 3 kids never wanted drugs. Yeah, thank your lucky stars, Debbie. Seriously, because that shit ain't no joke. It grabs people by the fucking balls. It really does. And it takes them for a ride. And, you know, I can honestly say when I was deep into my drug addiction years ago, in my prime, when I was roaring in my primes, that wasn't me. I was a whole other person. It was like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, because I would do all this grimy, negative, just, you know, really horrible, bad things one day, and then the next day wake up, be totally sober, and just fucking feel so fucking bad and realize what I fucking did, and get told what I did by other people, and it's just like, oh my fucking God, are you kidding me? And not even remember doing it. You know what I mean? When you're on drugs, you're like a zombie. You literally are. Something takes over your brain. The addiction takes over your brain. And all you think about and all you care about is where you're going to get that next high from, and how you're going to get it, how you're going to get the money. What are you going to do to get it? You know what I mean? Who are you going to rob? Who are you going to screw over? Who are you going to steal from? Things like that. And then when you're sober, you don't think like that. You have manners. You hold doors open for people. You say good morning. You know what I mean? And it's just you're.
I got my wallet with me.
What do you mean? We got to go get dinner.
Yeah, it's only quarter after.
It's 9:15. It's not a weekend.
I know. I'm just gonna go see her for like not even a half an hour.
When did this come about?
She just got home from Jackson.
The half hours lead to this, and then we'll have to get food
No,
for
just
her.
come and get me in a half an hour.
Yeah,
She
and we
wants
gotta
to
get
talk.
orders for her, and we gotta do this. She wants to
I'm
go.
gonna tell her when I get there. I only got a half an hour. So in a half an hour, just come and get me.
At 9:45, come and get you. So we'll be eating at 11.
No.
Yeah.
By 10:30. Oh yeah.
Me too. You better be going where you say you're going.
I
And there
am.
better not be
You
nobody.
see me walk
There
right
better not be
across there.
nobody over there but her.
What?
Better not be nobody over there but her.
There's not. Well, her dad.
You know what I mean. It's really hard to kick that habit. It really is, Boost. It really is. Like I said, you're like a zombie. It takes over you. And, you know, you don't know what you're doing. You really don't. You don't know what the fuck you're doing at all. Where are you going? Fucker. Yeah, who's that?
Chill. 1:30. Oh. Yeah. Give me a kiss. Now that I'm walking down, I got a half an hour. Yeah. Give me a kiss.
Way there.
Shame on you.
For what?
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Me.
For what?
Talking to Jill.
Come on, dog. Debbie, you're right. Drugs aren't indiscriminate. No, they're not, Gary. They're not. They, come on, King. They don't discriminate against any color, any race, any height, any weight. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Let's go. King, let's go. God damn it. Come on. If I gotta come get you, I'm gonna be pissed. Let's go. Come on. That's it. You're in trouble. You're grounded, mister. You're grounded. You're grounded, mister. You're grounded. You don't listen today. You're grounded. Now you can go in timeout. Send him in timeout. The house. Had my sister's kids do drugs, and I don't. Yeah, well, I have done drugs with some of the, you know how, remember when that story was all in the papers about the mayor of Toronto smoking crack? Let's just put it this way. I have done drugs with lawyers. I have done drugs with judges. I have done drugs with police officers. I have done drugs with sheriffs. Who else have I done drugs with? I've done drugs with black people. I've done drugs with white people. I've done drugs with Hispanic people. I've done drugs with I've smoked weed with Arabic people, for Christ's sakes. Hashish. You know? They don't discriminate. But I will tell you this. There's one race of people that the drugs don't seem to get a hold of like they do everybody else. For some reason. And I think that comes because of family moral and because they're afraid to be shunned by their family and embarrassed by their family. And that's Asian people. You never see a lot of Asian people in rehabs. I've been to rehab a million times in my life, never seen an Asian person. I've been to jail a million times in my life, never once seen an Asian person in jail. Why is that? Is it because they're brought up by, solid structured families that are very strict? And probably. But you know what? It starts with the parents. That's where it starts. If you're an alcoholic, odds are pretty damn good that your kids are going to grow up to be alcoholics. Now, not always, that's not always the case, but a good majority of the times, like myself. My parents were alcoholics growing up. I became an alcoholic. You get what I'm saying? It's just hereditary. Now, if I was a drug, which I used to be a drug addict, I'm worried about my own son now because my own son might suffer from addiction as he gets older. Because that gene might get passed on to him. But one day you wake up, like one day literally, I woke up and I said, enough is enough. I'm tired of living like this. I want to be a normal person of society. I want to be a family man. I want to get married. I want to, just start a family, settle down, do the right thing, go to work, come home, eat dinner, take the family places, just do family stuff. That's it. And, I did it. And I never looked back. I still smoke weed because I don't consider marijuana a drug. I really don't. It's natural. Like tobacco is natural. It grows from the earth. Naturally. Well, so do all the other drugs, damn near cocaine, fucking heroin, all come from plants too, but They have to be stepped on and turned into that agent. Marijuana is just, what you see is what you get, basically. So, kids usually do what they want after 13. Yeah, Boost, they do. And the more you try to tell them not to do something, the more you tell them not to do something, the more they want to do it. That's just how it is. It's like lay of the land. It's like lay of the land. Lay of the land, man. That's what it is. I smoke weed too. Faithfully. Every single day. When I wake up in the morning, I sit down at my kitchen table. I look for UFO videos. I have my cup of coffee. I smoke my cigarettes. Then I get in the shower. I get all freshened up for the day. Then once I put my clothes on, get out of the shower, dry off, put my clothes on, then I fire up a bowl. Every morning. It's gotten to the point where I can't go to work unless I smoke because it would just feel way too weird and I would be probably way too on edge. So I smoke before work every single morning. And they always laugh at me in 7-Eleven when I go in to get my morning Red Bull because I always reek like cologne. And I told the cashier the one day, yeah, there's a reason why I reek like cologne. Because I'm trying to mask another smell. And he's like, oh, I gotcha. He's like, no wonder you always look all laid back and chill. I'm like, yeah, you got it. Then I don't smoke while I'm at work. That's just something I don't do. I don't believe in. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't consider marijuana a drug, it's alter your mind, and I do drive. I do drive a vehicle. So I do not do it while I'm at work. I smoke before I get to work. It takes me a half an hour to get to work from my house. I smoke a half an hour before I leave. So that's a full hour goes by before I even get to work. So the high basically has worn off by then. And if there's anything there, it's just a small little buzz. But by the time I start moving around in the shop in the morning, getting things ready, it's gone. So by the time I'm driving, it's I'm not high anymore. And I don't smoke during the day while I'm at work. I get home from work around, 5 o'clock every day. And when I get home from work, I usually, relax a little bit, watch a little bit of TV or play a video game or sit outside and stare in the sky. And then about 6:30, 7 o'clock, I usually fire up another bowl. Then I do a live feed or I chillax a little more or go out somewhere or do something. Then I lay down for the night. And then right about 11 o'clock at night, between 11 and midnight usually, I fire up another bowl. I stay up for about another hour or so watching TV, and then I zonk out and go to sleep. So technically, I smoke 3 times a day. 3. I smoke a bowl in the morning, and it's not like I'm smoking joint after joint. I smoke one bowl in the morning time. Then, in the late afternoon when I get home from work, I smoke one bowl. And then right before bed, I smoke another bowl. So that's 3 bowls a day to keep the doctor away. I have 7 grandbabies from 3 of my kids. Wow, that's a lot, Gary. Congratulations, man. You got a handful. I bet you spoil the crap out of them too, don't you? You probably spoil the crap out of them. I know I would. I like babies. I like kids. I'm 4 kids. I've always wanted to have another kid, even though my wife is unable to have kids because she got her tubes tied. What?
Where's mother?
Chills. But, they're good and all. Kids. But, I don't know if I'd want to bring another kid into this world.
Because think about it. You know, kids are great. I love kids. Like I said, I wanted to have a kid, another kid. But bringing a kid into this world in today's day and age, with all the shootings going on, with all the bullying going on, with all the evilness and bad people in this fucking world, with all the chemtrailing, with all the cancers and different diseases popping up now, can you honestly say that your child will live a healthy and full, productive life and live, you know, into their 70s, 80s? No, you can't. Because who knows if Earth will even be around another 70 or 80 years from now, the way things are going with chemtrailing and UFOs and fucking Trump, and, you know, you just don't know. So, I love kids, but I don't agree with people bringing kids into this new world nowadays. You know, because I believe they'll just, you know, eventually have to struggle throughout life, because life's and our planet Earth is just getting worse. The people are turning into even bigger assholes than they ever were. You know, more killings are happening. You know, the younger generations are just all young punks, and they have no respect for any of their elders or anybody. They're just so fucking disrespectful. They're quick to pick up a gun, shoot somebody. You know, it's just a sick world nowadays. Youngest is 1. That's quite a mixture in age. 17. That one's got to be ready to graduate high school. And it's getting hot out here. It's actually hotter outside now than it was earlier when I first started this live feed when the sun came out. It's hotter now than it was. I had the baby from birth. I'll do anything for him. My oldest son is 40. Your oldest son is older than me, Gary. 2 years older. 2 years older than me. I had my son in 2014 before I woke up, but now he's nearly 5. I worry constantly about him to the point it's making me ill, and I'm antidepressed, but he's here now and I adore the boy. Absolutely, Penny, absolutely. That's all you can do, you know what I mean, is love him unconditionally. But yes, that's understandable, because I would worry too, and I worry for your kid also, you know what I mean, because like I said, the world's just, things ain't getting better. Things are getting worse, you know. So these kids nowadays, they have to grow up in a society where, you know, there's bullies left and right. Every time you turn around, you're either in the crowd that is the tough guy crowd that does the bullying, the cool kids, or you're in the other crowd that gets picked on, you know what I mean? And it's not fair. I mean, bullying has been around for generations, and, you know, a little bullying never hurt anybody to a certain extent when you're younger, but these kids nowadays are just so cruel. They got social media. They spread vicious rumors all over the net about people. It's just a cruel, cruel place to grow up in. It really is. And I'm sorry, but it's only going to get worse. It really is only going to get worse. It really is only going to get worse. It sucks. You know what I'm saying? And the only thing we can do is try to change it, you know, by the way we live our lives, you know, and try and hope that others, you know, take from us and you know, see how we're living our lives and say, you know, they're doing something positive, they're doing something right. You know, I want to do that. I always try to pay it forward, you know. Today I, you know, gave out $5 to some guy near my job. You know, I always try to look out for somebody every day and do at least one nice thing for somebody. It's just in my nature. It's just the way I am. And if everybody did one nice thing for one person every single day, if everybody on planet Earth did one good deed, held the door open, you know, said good morning, made somebody smile, just did one good deed a day to somebody on Earth, like a stranger. If everybody did that, this world would be full of kindness. It really would. It really would. But, you see, nobody does that. Nowadays, people can't even have the common fucking courtesy to say good morning back to you. You know, at least 60% of the people, at least 50 to 60% of the people that I say good morning to, like if I see them out and about in a store in the morning, they don't say nothing back. And you get dirty looks half the time. Now, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. If somebody, you know, in the morning time says good morning to you, it's just, you know, it's common courtesy to say good morning back. It just is. Now, there's no reason to just stay silenced and not say anything and just give the person a dirty look. But that's what this world's coming to. You know, people can't even say good morning to you, for Christ's sakes. They act like it's so fucking hard, like it's a chore. Oh man, I gotta say like 4 words, fuck all that. You know what I mean? It's just a lazy generation. Everybody's fucking lazy, doesn't want to fucking do anything. Everybody wants money, but nobody fucking wants to work for it. Everybody wants a handout. Everybody wants something given to them for fucking free. Nobody wants to go and bust their ass and earn money the fucking old-fashioned way anymore. I still do that, but there's not a lot of people that do that. There's a lot of fucking people that, you know, just expect handouts every single day. And sometimes your generosity with somebody, you know, they can take your kindness and fucking, you know, take advantage of that. Like, I started helping this one homeless drug addict from around where I work, giving him a couple of dollars every single day. And he just runs to the dope house with the money, you know, he just fucking, every single day now, you know, he asks me. Now he's starting to ask me 2, 3, 4 times a day. Like, I'll give him $2 or $1.50, and then literally an hour later, he'll be right back. Hey, man, I'm trying to get this. It's like, come on, man. You know, enough is enough. You know, people take your kindness and they try to take advantage of it. And that's not good either. People like that are not good people also.
What do you mean?
I should be looking in the sky right now. Got a lot of cloud cover coming in now.
Why are you outside?
Ooh, we got something in the sky coming, people. We got something in the sky coming. We got something coming here. It's right here. It's right here, people. See it? See it right there in between the tree and the telephone pole? Right above my finger. Right above it. It's coming this way. It looks like it's coming this way. No, maybe it's not. Maybe it's going back the other way. No, I think it's just sitting there. It's not even moving, people. It's just sitting there. But you've seen it. It was a clear light. I seen it on the camera, so... Yeah, it's just sitting there now. It was moving. Now it's just sitting there. I don't know what to fucking think anymore. That thing's not a star because I've never seen a star that low to the horizon line to the west. Whoa, did you see that, people? Whatever that light is in the sky just flashed. It just pulsated super bright and flashed. I got mosquitoes all over me. It's not picking up on camera, but it's right there. Let me walk down a little more. See if I can get to pick up this thing on camera here. Now it's gone. It's gone. Now it left. It's no longer there. What the fuck, man? Shit's gone. Just disappeared.
Who?
Some light in the sky over there.
Always something. Was it red?
Nope.
Even if it's red. If red, it was red light in shadow.
I have the caffeine you're shaking. No, it's just my arms are getting tired from holding up the phone for an hour and 46 minutes. I haven't drank that much caffeine today. I had a cup of coffee early this morning, and I had a Starbucks little 12-ouncer, a couple hours ago. So that's not that much. I'm just a high-strung guy, as it is. Not too high-strung, though. Like, I get high-strung in certain settings. Yeah, you've been on for a while now, yeah. Whoa, we got something else up here now. Ripping through the skies here. Gotta be a El Plano. I'm assuming it's a plane. I hear it. Where's the moon? The moon should be coming up soon. Where the fuck is it? Wasn't it full last night? So it should be pretty big still tonight, I would think. Because once it gets full, it's gotta, get small, but slowly through the course of each night. Get smaller, 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 till it's small again, you know what I mean? I think that's how the moon cycles work. Normally the moon comes up right over here. It's been coming up to the south. Like, this is east. Okay, that's east. That's basically southeast, but that's more south than it is east. And this is where our moon has been coming up, right here. Has anybody else noticed that? Has anybody in this live feed, the four of you that are here, have you guys noticed that the moon's been coming up a lot further southeast than it normally does? And it stays in the southern part of the skies for the most part? To the south? Yes, we're 2 minutes away. Where the hell's my cigarettes? My cigarettes is missing. Uh-oh. That's no good, people. My cigarettes are missing. I'll have a grand mal seizure. They better be over here on this desk. Yes, they are. All right. Yeah, those binoculars are toast, so I might as well just leave them outside because I can't see shit through them anyways. Can't see jack shit through those fucking things. Last night, I couldn't see the moon. Tonight I can. You can see the moon tonight? Damn, how come you can see the moon already? And I can't, Gary. We're both on the East Coast. We're both on the Eastern time zone. I wonder why you can see it and I can't. Oh, maybe because you're closer to the ocean. Where you're at in Pennsylvania is actually a lot closer to the ocean than where I'm at in Buffalo, New York. So that would make sense that you see it. Where do you see it at? Is it right at the horizon line now? Because if it is, that means I'll probably be seeing it within the next 20 minutes. No, probably sooner, within the next 15. It's toward the south. See? I told you. It's toward the south. What's going on with that shit? Why the fuck is our moon rising to the south? Last year, I showed you where it's starting to come up at. Okay. Right here is southeast, but this is more south than east. This is where our moon's been rising. Well, last year, the moon was actually rising over here and rising up. And this is basically the northeast. And now it's way over here. So does that make any fucking sense? Because I know for a fact last year it was rising over this house because I used to watch it rise over that house. And now it's rising all the way to the south. Why the fuck is that happening? You know what I'm saying? More and more during the day. Yeah, yeah. Yo, Penny, now that you say that, that's kind of fucking weird that you say that, Penny, because I have been seeing the moon during the day too over the last couple of weeks, but I've also been seeing it at night rising above the east. So what the fuck is it I'm seeing in the middle of the sky in the afternoon if I'm seeing a moon rising from the southeast at night? Maybe that's not the fucking moon I'm seeing during the day. Or maybe that's another moon from something else. What's that? I see a reflection off that window behind me over there. Now I don't see it. But if I put this up to it, there's a light there. But when I turn around and look, it's not there. You people see that light right above my cigarette, right? You guys see my cigarette? Look right above it. There's a light there, right? When I look with the naked eye, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. Is that thing moving towards me? Is that thing moving? And I'm moving the camera so it can't be a reflection of light. What the fuck is that? Because look, I'm moving the camera. And it's not going in front of me. But you can't see it with the naked eye. Like if I point this straight at the house, we ain't gonna see it. See? It's not there. Ooh, there's something in the sky back there. That's going super slow, whatever it is, people. That is big, too. Whatever it is big and going slow. It's got aviation lights on it, but then again, UFOs also have lights on them. That's what, that's what makes me chuckle sometimes, people. Because people will say, how many times have you heard somebody say, well, that can't be a UFO. It's got blinking lights on it. These things have way more technology than we do. So wouldn't you think they would be able to have lights too? They act like UFOs just wouldn't have lights. Like they just wouldn't have lights. And that's a bunch of bullshit. Because our planes have blinking lights, but yes, UFOs are more technologized than we are. So if we have lights, imagine the kind of lights they fucking have. You get what I'm saying? Ooh, look at the sky. The sky is pink right here. You see it? It's a fucking pink color right there, people. It's lit up pink. But UFOs have blinking lights too, so how many times people thought they seen a plane and might have seen a UFO? There could be a lot of times. What's up, man?
Can you look at the latest thing I sent in chat after the high? Like there's this long
Welcome
one
to
and
the
then-
script of SpongeBob.
Go up.
No, I don't think it will.
It's an ad report of the first episode. I spent these 5 hours to find it and to copy it and to write it.
With the glasses, you can't see anything. We got something else flying over now.
Which
As
house
the
is
mosquitoes
Jill's
going
from?
in my
Well,
fucking ear.
Which
What?
house is Jill's?
All the way at the corner.
Which side? The left side or right?
All the way at the corner.
Okay. I'm going to Jill's real quick. Want to talk to my mother.
I'm getting low on battery, y'all, so I'm gonna have to be ending this, unfortunately. I thought Ducky was showing up tonight, but obviously he must have changed his mind and decided to keep on driving straight home to Kentucky. I don't think that was him that called me because, like I said, I got his phone number in my contacts, so I don't think he would have called me from a private number. So I don't know what happened to good old Ducky. He must have just decided to go on home. He said he was tired. He pulled over. He was supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. And then he called me a little after 7 and said he fell asleep on the side of the road. So he probably just wants to get home. Much love to you too, Gary. Peace and love, brother. Take it easy.
Thank y'all for stopping by.